My name is Delata, lecturer in botany, Giriraj Government College, Nizamabad. Today my topic is stomatal complex. Stomatal complex. This stomata, the numerous pores are found in epidermis of aerial parts. The gaseous exchange take place only through them. These are known as stomata. Each pore is enclosed by two specialized epidermal cells known as the guard cells. The thickness of their walls is unequal. The wall which borders the pore is thick and the wall distant to the pore is thin. It gives a facility for closing and opening of the stomata. In the guard cells, the stomata gets open, and in the it gets closed. The epidermal cells surrounding the guard cells are known as the subsidiary cells. They usually differ from the other guard cells. The stomata are classified on the basis of their number and arrangement and structure. The structure of paired guard cells, which are encircled by subsidiary cells, is known as the stomatal apparatus or stomatal complex. This empty space just below the stomata is known as the substomatal chamber. This area is conspicuous when observed in the cross section of stomata. This chamber, the movement of gases becomes easier inside the leaf. The guard cells of stomata are usually elliptic or bean shaped. This type of guard cells is of common occurrence in pteridophytes, gymnosperms and dicots and almost all plants. In monocots, the guard cells are mostly rectangular and much longer than wider. In grass plant species, the guard cells are dumbbell shaped. These cells are narrow in the middle and swollen at the end, appearing like bones. The stomata and its surrounding cells are called a stomatal complex. A stomata, that means stoma. A stoma is a pore or opening in the epidermis. They form the only openings in the epidermis of the leaf, and it is through the stomata and gases move into and out of the leaf. The pore is surrounded by two crescent-shaped guard cells which control the open and closing of the stoma. In some plant species, additional cells may be differentiated from the ordinary epidermal cells. These known as accessory cells. Unlike other epidermal cells, the guard cells contain chloroplast. In the botany, the stoma, that is the stomata, that is plural. The stoma also called as stomata, plural stoma- stomatus is a pore found in the epidermis of leaves, stems, and other organs that controls the rate of gas exchange. The pore is bordered by a pair of specialized parenchyma cells known as God cells that are responsible for regulating the size of the stomatal opening. The term is usually used collectively to refer to the entire stomatal complex consisting of the paired guard cells and the pore itself, which is referred to as the stomatal aperture. Air enters the plant through these openings by gaseous diffusion and contains carbon dioxide, which is used in photosynthesis, and oxygen, which is used in respiration. Oxygen produced as a byproduct of photosynthesis diffuses out to the atmosphere through these same openings. Also, water vapor diffuses through the stomata into the atmosphere in a process called transpiration. The stomata are present in the saprophyte and generation of all land plant groups except liverworts. In vascular plants, the number, size, and distribution of stomata varies widely. Dicotyledons usually have more stomata on the lower surface of the leaves than the upper surface. The monocotyledons such as onion, oat, and maize may be the same number of stomata on both leaf surfaces. In plants with floating leaves, stomata may be found only on the upper epidermis, and the leaves may lack stomata entirely. Most tree species have stomata only on the lower leaf surface. Leaves with stomata on both the upper and lower leaf are called amphistomatous leaves. Leaves with stomata only on the lower surface are called hypostomatous. Leaves with stomata only on the upper surface are called epistomatous or hyperstomatous. This is the stomata in a tomato leaf. This is opening stomata and closing stomata. The most plants do not have the fermentation facility and must therefore open and close their stomata during the daytime in response to changing conditions such as light intensity, humidity, and carbon dioxide concentration. It is not entirely certain how these responses work. However, the basic mechanism involves regulation of osmotic pressure. This is stomata functional carbon dioxide again gain and water loss. So carbon dioxide, a key reactant in photosynthesis, is present in the atmosphere at a concentration of about 400 ppm. Most plants require the stomata to be open during daytime. The air spaces in the leaf are saturated with water vapor, which exits the leaf through the stomata in a process known as transpiration. Therefore, the plants cannot gain carbon dioxide without simultaneously losing water vapor. When the stomatal, this is stomatal development and stomatal function also. The development of models distinct essential. The stomata, the epidermal walls, the mediate gas exchange between plants and the atmosphere, and the lineage from which they are derived have emerged as a preeminent model for stomata are present in all large and land plants. The stomata are useful for the leaf in exchange of gases in photosynthesis and respiration. Furthermore, they are helpful for the removal of excess of water through transpiration. The stomata's distribution, all the aerial parts of the plant possess the stomata. They can be seen in all the parts of the flower. In some plants, they may be non-functional. The pores are abundant in leaves. Their number is unlimited in the lower epidermis of the leaf. The occurrence of more than 1 lakh of stomata per square centimeter is the common feature and flowering plants. In submerged water plants, they are not at all seen. On the basis of distribution of stomata, the leaves are classified into 4 types. First one is astomatic leaves. Second one, amphistomatic leaves, hypostomatic leaves, epistomatic leaves. Astomatic leaves are found in submerged water plants and angiospermic parasites. Non-chlorophyllous saprophytes like Monotropha and Neotia, etc. Amphistomatic leaves. This type of the stomata occur in both the upper and lower epidermis. This condition is common in the herds of angiosperms. Hypostomatic leaves. In some cases, the stomata are confined only to the lower epidermis. Epistomatic leaves. In this type, the stomata are confined only to the upper epidermis. The types of stomata. On the basis of number and arrangement of subsidiary cells, surrounding the guard cells. The developed stomata are classified into many types. In 1889, Vascu in the first time recognized four types of stomata. They are in ranunculus type, cruciferous type, rubiaceous type, caryophyllaceous type. These are four types of arrangements of stomatas. First one anemocytic, second one anisocytic, third one parasitic, fourth one diacytic. Anemocytic. In this type, these are no difference between the guard cells and the surrounding epidermal cells. The guard cells are surrounded by four or more cells. For example, Tridax procumbens, Tridax procumbens, Boerhaavia diffusa, etc. Next one, anisocytic. The guard cells are surrounded by three subsidiary cells. These are unequal in size. Of the three cells, one is usually smaller than the other two cells. These anisocytic stomata are present in Malvaceae and Brassicaceae, etc. And third one is parasitic. Fourth one is diacytic. The fourth one is in this type two subsidiary cells surrounding the guard cells on the polar side. The common wall of these two cells is perpendicular to the guard cells. For example, Caryophyllaceae, Acanthaceae, Lamiaceae, etc. Amaranthus, etc. Next one, parasitic. Parasitic, the guard cells are surrounded by two subsidiary cells. These are arranged parallel to the guard cells on the either side and united the cross wall at the poles of guard cells. Example, Rubiaceae, Magnoliaceae, Convolvulaceae, Amaranthus, etc. This the state of covering the guard cells by subsidiary cells as a ring is known as monocyclic. In some species, instead of single ring, two rings with two cells each are also arranged. This type of stomata are called as amphicyclic. And the types of recognized on the basis of development of stomata. On the basis of development of stomata, in 1965, Fan divided the stomata into three types. First one, mesogenous type, perigenous type, mesoperigenous type. So mesogenous type, in this type all the subsidiary cells and guard cells are developed from the same meristematic mother cell. It is equal to syndactylic type in gymnosperms. This is proposed by Florin in 1931. Query: genus type. In this type, the god cells and subsidiary cells are developed from different meristematic mother cells. For example, monocots. These are equal to haplochilic type in gymnosperms proposed by Floren, and mesoperigynous type. In this type, the god cells and one or more subsidiary cells developed from one mother cell, and the remaining subsidiary cells developed from the other meristematic mother cell. These occur in the plant belonging to Cucurbitaceae, Miliaceae, Sterculiaceae, Amarantaceae, etc. In monocots, several different types of stomata occurs. First one, gramineous. The stomata have two god cells surrounded by two lens-shaped subsidiary cells. The god cells are narrow in the middle and bulbous on each end. The middle section is strongly thicked. The axis of the subsidiary cells are parallel stoma opening. This type can be found in monocot families, Poaceae, Cyperaceae, etc. Next one, tetracyclic stomatas. The stomata have four subsidiary cells, one on either end of the opening and one next to each god cell. This type occur in many monocot families. Next one, hypocyclic. Stomata have two god cells in one layer with only ordinary epidermis cells but with two subsidiary cells on the outer surface of the epidermis, arranged parallel to the god cells. With a pore between them overlying the stoma opening. Pericyclic. Stomata have two god cells that are entirely encircled by one continuous subsidiary cell. Desmocycle. Stomata have two god cells that are entirely encircled by one subsidiary cell that has not merged its ends. These are the stomatas, guard cells and subsidiary cells. Opening stomata and closing stomata. So this stomata is stomatal complex, that means stomata and its surrounding cells are called as stomatal complex. The stoma is a one pore that is opening in the epidermis. They form the only openings in the epidermis of the leaf, and it is the stomata that gases move into the out of the leaf. The stem is usually used collectively to the stomatas, the plant through these openings by gaseous diffusion and contains carbon dioxide, which is used in photosynthesis, and oxygen, which is used in respiration. Oxygen produces as byproduct of photosynthesis diffuses out to the atmosphere here through these openings. This is the stomata of tomato leaf. In a tomato leaf, this is stomata. Okay, thank you.